Hey there cats, good time of the day to you and thank you for tuning into my channel. Today me and two friends of mine play a game named Battletoads. An arcade one, that is. I believe you do know stuff about Battletoads, I mean, who doesn't? Still, I guess I should say a word or two about this game before we'll go on to it. So let me point out that arcade Battletoads is kinda exceptional game in several ways. First, this is one of the few games that first came onto the home consoles and only then was ported onto arcade machines. Usually things went just the other way around. Second, this is one of the few rightfully successful beat-em-ups that is not Japanese. It was developed by Rare and published by EA, so it's 100% American. Now, gameplay-wise, while developing their game for the arcade machines, guys from Rare decided to make it more mature-oriented. And in the end, we've kinda got a B-movie from the world of beat-em-ups. I mean, this is a game where the following things apply. Every second boss looks like he just dropped here from the last night's BDSM party, and while many beat-em-ups were very kind by letting the player perform cheap shots on their enemy, Battletoads is the game where you can literally grab one of the enemies by the balls and then punch out his junk like it is a fucking punching bag. Said enemy also has a very low voice, yet when one of the Toads will grab his balls, he will squeal in a particularly high-pitched tone. Small touch like this one made my childhood. Speaking of small touches, you can also cut your enemy's heads off. However, even though the head will be separated from the body, the skeleton sprite which appears after the enemy is dead will still contain skull, which is either a fail or it means that Toads actually tear the skin from the head of the rat that dares to oppose them. The final level is kinda cheap money-eating experience, but overall the game is pretty cool. Adding to the B-movie feeling is the final cutscene, which you will see in the end of this video. And no, you shouldn't touch your mouse, keyboard, screen, whatever, just play the game! Rock on! Alright, so as usual I've decided to record commentary separately from the game once again, because we are Russians and I'm the only one who can't speak English, and even I do this pretty badly. Pretty damn it. Yeah, my English is not that decent, at least that's how I feel about it. And I also should say that recording commentary this way actually a good thing, not only because I can provide less and more quality comments, but because I also get to see what the hell I've rendered, and so I can make sure that the video that will be uploaded will not contain any mistakes or stuff, so yeah. I guess recording the commentary this way is all around good thing, and I hope you won't feel, too... I don't know what you can feel, whatever, honestly. Alright, I mean... What can you feel? I mean, cheated or something? I don't know really. Either way, I also must say I really enjoy watching all beat-em-ups, so I enjoy the stuff I am doing here. I enjoy playing the beat-em-ups and then watching the way we play. It's pretty cool, I love watching all beat-em-ups. Yeah, so that's really a cool thing, I mean, just look at this, all the aesthetics, all the stuff, it looks amazing. Well, at least in my opinion, and I guess if you're watching this video, this is your opinion as well. Although Salt sprite animation are very early 3D, it's cool. And I'm really happy we can play this thing now without spending about $20 for a playthrough. It's cool. It's all around cool stuff, And so I'm enjoying watching it, so I can use an opportunity to watch it and record my commentary along the way. Right, so yeah, what else can I say? Oh man. Yeah, just look at that drill. Zitz has this drill takedown, I mean, like, drill finisher. It really reminds me of Hotline Miami for some reason. Miami, I believe is the right pronunciation, and it's really cool, it just drills into the head of a rat. Other guys do not have finishers that are that cool. Zitz definitely has the best one. Well, in my opinion. There you go, piggy. That's a funny thing, I only now noticed it. That pig definitely didn't get a hit. I mean, he didn't get kicked. He didn't get his butt kicked like these pigs do. He actually flew away from the explosion, from the nuclear explosion from this box, yet he still had a footprint on his ass. So that's kind of funny thing. I'm not sure if it's a glitch or was it really designed that way. I mean, yeah, it happened again, I believe. Also, this time he like flew head first towards us, but still, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it should happen. I mean, if he should fly his butt first towards us when he's getting like blown away by explosion or something like this. I'm not sure if this should happen this way. Oh, come on, we're already here. Yeah, here comes the first boss. Out you go. That's not enough for him. Oh, come on, please. Oh, not me, but at least I was not alone. Yeah, I'm playing as Pimple. My friends are playing as Rash and Zeets. Sorry. That's some funny stuff. I mean, this game has a lot of stuff like this. Yeah, Rash goes out again. Unlucky Rash. It shouldn't take much longer. He already lost his tooth and stuff. He's all bloody. Alright, maybe one more kick and he's done. And Zeets went out. And Rash again. Oh man. There you go. Good stuff. Alright, now the score screen, and I'm pretty sure Rash wins this one, because the dude who plays as Rash is the most skilled of us all, and yeah. Oh, surprisingly, Zeets wins this one. Cool. Unexpected though, but cool, you know. Yeah, I hate this one. I mean, I hate this one, just hate. He looks kind of freaky in a bad way, in my opinion. So yeah, I don't like that boss. Yeah, this one, this finisher is amazing, man. Love it. Fucking deer. I believe I was never able to catch him in the corner of the screen before he charges on us. Some of us are actually able to do it. I mean, Rash player is definitely able to do it. Well, I'm not. Rudolph always gets me. And I just can't do anything about it. Snowman, oh man, this is pretty annoying level, I must say. Well, I don't like this one. I don't like this level much. And yeah, here I am, first death, I believe. Yeah, matter of factly, if you've actually noticed that our credit counter has different amount of money inserted, that's because the first level is from another playthrough actually, and the third level will be from another playthrough as well. As usually, I do not go for like no hit runs, so that's kind of stuff. I'm just going for enjoyment, cool animations and stuff, so I do several playthroughs and then I montage one cool one, the one that I find being the coolest. This here we are actually trying to jump on that ledge because some of us thought, I believe that was the Rash player, he thought it is possible to jump on that ledge, but right now I even see the exact line where it ends. It is pretty visible on that stalactite, I'm not sure. Yeah, you see Zeets just hit it, like clearly hit into that line. It's clearly visible, but yeah, as you can see, we did our best to jump there. We failed, and about this moment we will move on. Just several more tries. Yeah. Besides, there's no reason to jump in there after all, because this is pretty much the place we came from, but We were not sure at that moment, and we've kind of thought this might be some secret zone. We didn't Google it, you know, we just decided to test it on our own. And yeah, that's things like this, they've actually were, you know, behind a lot of, so to say, city legends about arcade games in 90s. Somebody noticed stuff like that, and then somebody will say that he actually managed to get there and something amazing happened. And there you go, another legend is born. But yeah, this place is definitely inaccessible. And most likely, even if it was, it would just bring you back to the previous, you know, to a little bit closer to the to the start of the level, yeah. And nothing more. So there's really no reason to access it. Oh, first SWAT rats. They got these cool machine guns. There you go. Come on, shoot them. Shoot the little fuckers. Ah, bastards. Always manage to swarm us, like always. Oh! I've actually caught that deer. Man, just a couple minutes ago I thought, and I've said it loud, that I was never able to catch those deers, and here I am right now catching him. I didn't even notice it when I was playing the game, man. I was pretty sure I was never able to do this. That was a lot of surprise for me. I mean, that was crazy, man. Little bastards. Oops. Sorry, Zits. Ah. Fucking little rats. Squished me as well. Come on, Zits, drop it. Yeah, he won't drop it. He will drop it now, I'm pretty sure. Yep. And I took it for whatever reason. Alright. Well. Now, how much is left for that boss? I mean, before that boss, or something like that. Will you drop it already, Zits? Yeah, in your face, red fuck! Well, actually, even though I'm always saying drop it to Zits, I actually enjoy running around with these huge balls as well, because, I don't know, they're ridiculous and I find them pretty funny. Oh yeah, here comes another deer. And there he goes. Alright, boss kicking time. Oh no, several reds first. Alright. Touchdown! Man, I love that sample, you know, that touchdown! It's freaking amazing, that's my favorite one. Probably that's because, you know, that's why I'm playing as Pimple, because I fucking love that touchdown, man. That's cool. Out you go. And here he comes. This snake actually can eat the frogs. It probably will most likely happen if you're playing alone. I mean, if you're playing alone, I bet it will definitely happen. If you're playing in a 3-player game, it is pretty much impossible to make it happen, because there is almost definitely someone to cover you, so yeah. So I guess you won't see it now. As far as I remember, nobody got eaten in our playthrough, in none of our playthroughs, so yeah. One of the other things you won't see in this playthrough is idle animations, because, well, pretty much no one stands idle for a moment, and I bet that's one of the things that is once again pretty hard to see if you're playing alone. But, well, quite possible if you're playing with 3 players. Thing is, every Toad has 2 idle animations. Well, first idle animation that you will see actually happens after you finish the rat, or if you cut its head off. then the Toad will do its like job done animation, like the same animation that you see after the boss is defeated, in the end of the level. Now, the other two idle animations. Oh, by the way, yeah, we've done it already, man. Out you go. Yeah, this is the animation I've talked about. That's the idle animation number 1, so to say. And well, the other two animations. All right, Rash won that one. Let me continue to the idle animation in the next level. But I believe Rash won that one. Yeah. Pimple, I won this one, man, I'm cool. And hey, Rash haven't won even single one so far. Crazy, I was pretty sure Rash would be dominating this thing. Oh, Space TTs, now that's my favorite boss. It's one of my favorite characters in arcade games. Touchdown, bitch! Come and get it. So right, idle animations. So, as I've already said, there are 2 more idle animations, and you will only be able to get it if you're standing still. So, one idle animation plays if there is no enemy on the screen or if you are not facing the enemy. Then, I don't know, then usually I know only Pimple. I remember only Pimple's animation, so if you're not facing the enemy, Pimple will like just crack his knuckles, you know, that way. He will just, yeah, I don't know, crack his knuckles is the right thing, you know. Well, I hope you understand what I mean. And now, if you are facing the enemy, another idle animation will play. In case of Pimple, he will like stretch out his arms and do like, come on gesture, come on to me, you know, that kind of gesture. So yeah, and each frog has these 2 animations, one if you're facing the enemy and one if you do not face the enemy and just stand still. Well, and thing is, it's kinda hard for the one player to face the enemy and stand still for a while to get that idle animation. Yet it's pretty possible if you're playing with a friend or with 2 friends like I do. Yeah. Once again, I'm calling them frogs. Yeah, they are actually toads. That's my bad, I believe. But yeah, hope you forgive me for small stuff like this. To all the 10 people who will watch this video, I'm really sorry for all that small stuff, you know, for those small mistakes. Yeah. Bam! Yeah, I like this one as well, but it's still my favorite. Now, the Rash finisher is not that cool in my opinion. I mean, he just, I don't know. Yeah, he just do this. I'm not sure. It just doesn't look that destructive. Here comes another part of what makes this game a B-movie, a rat that comes from the toilet with all the, you know, all the sounds that happen in the toilet. I'm not sure how to put it more. I'm not sure how to put it better on English. I just keep forgetting words. And for some reason you cannot cut the head of the SWAT rat for whatever reason. I'm not sure why. And here comes my favorite enemy. Come on, Rash, let him go onto the screen for a moment. Yeah, like that. We should get a better view on that animation for sure. And there will be kind of a lot of enemies like this, you know. There would be a lot of stuff going on in Battletoads that involves kicking their balls, punching their balls. Yeah, that's a different word in English. I keep forgetting that. I keep forgetting a lot of stuff. That's why I should do this commentary. That's definitely why I should do this. I should practice my English a lot. I should practice it day and night, man. Even though I'm just talking with myself. By the way, there, for a moment, I'm not sure even if it's finished, there was Pimple's idle animation when there were no enemy around. He just, you know, like smashed his fist into a palm for a couple times. Yeah, that was his idle animation number 1. I'm really not sure how to describe all those stuff in English, you know. How to describe it correctly, like smashed fist into a palm, I don't know, it sounds a bit funky to me or something like that, but I hope I describe it less or more correctly, yeah. I truly hope I do. Yeah, come and get it, rat. There you go. And another one. Alright, now there are 2 rats and they're kicking our asses. Alright, I got it. Out you go, bastards. Fuckers, you should go and repair stuff. Why are they trying? I mean, they're not the warrior case, I believe. They're armed with wrenches. They should go and repair stuff. Besides, you know, the sound that they make when they repair stuff is funny, but unfortunately at this moment they don't even try to pretend they're here to repair things. They just go and attack us right away, those range-armed rats. Yeah, should have stayed in your toilet. No, you won't. I'm not sure if I'm actually hit him. I'm pretty sure I do not. Now I do. I can see blood coming from his sprite, so I believe I've got a couple hits on him. And Rash goes out. And that's enough for him. Alright. By the way, can you see that Defcon on the wall? It actually starts with Defcon 5, and yeah, now you can see it's Defcon 1. It's pretty cool little feature that I really like on this level, this rising Defcon level. Oh yeah. Rash is gonna like throw everyone, every last of you out. Out you go, yeah. Rash really likes this stuff, yeah. No, Rash, we cannot go there anymore. Unfortunately, but we can. Now let me grab that machine gun. Alright. And that's Rash's, Pimple's idle animation once again. The one which he gets when he doesn't face the enemy. But it was a bit obscured by machine gun. Well, nice one. Well, what I like in Pimple, you know, less than in the other frogs is his jump kick animation when his leg transforms into anvil. I sincerely can't understand how anvil can, you know, well, I can understand, but you know, it just looks cooler with Zed's hacksaw and Rash's axe when their heads come out, and with Pimple's anvil it doesn't look that amazing. Yeah, but on the other hand, yeah, Pimple got the touchdown, man. That's something that makes him way cooler than the other frogs, in my opinion. Well, Toads, yeah, Battletoads. Out you go. Come on! Yeah. And here comes the boss. Unfortunately, you won't fight the Dark Queen herself. She will just be that hologram, I believe, on the background. And yeah, our actual boss, as been mentioned by her dialogue, well, monologue, by her line before the start of the level, is this Roborat, which is, I believe, not as cool as if we fight Dark Queen herself. I believe you fight Dark Queen in, well, I mean, you fight Darkwing in quite a number of other games, but the one that I've played recently is Battletoads vs. Double Dragon. I believe the Dark Queen herself was the boss in that game. I made a mistake though, I didn't play that recently, so my memory about this game is a bit vague. But well, There goes his head. Well, upper part of the body, like something like the torso and stuff. Oh, this bastard just refuses to die. I believe I was very surprised the first time I've kicked his, his legs off. Yeah. I mean, he actually jumps on his knees for quite a while, and I clearly did not expect it at all. I was pretty sure I've kicked him, and there was that explosion and stuff, and then out of sudden he's still alive, motherfucker. How dares he? But yeah, now he's done for good. Alright, now I bet that Rash definitely won this one. Yeah, finally, Rash is where he should be, on the first place. Yeah, Street Fighter-like bonus round when you have to destroy this plane. Actually, as far as I'm concerned, the only kick that matters is the very last one, the very last hit that gives you 50 bonus points is the very last one, so you can simply wait for your friends to destroy the plane, and then when it crashes on its side, you can be the first that kicks it out and get your 50 kills bonus. Not very fair strategy, not very fun one, I believe, but yeah, if you want to troll your friends a bit, yeah, that's what you should do probably. You know, from times to times it's really funny, so if you feel like it's fun, way to go. Yeah. Alright, now the boring level, and I really wonder why Zitz is the one that uses pretty primitive kind of jetpack, which is not even jet powered, so I'm not sure if it can be called jetpack. I mean, lore wise, Zitz is supposed to be the brain of this operation, yet he used this helipack, something like that. I'm not sure how to call it correctly. Even Pimple has something more technologically advanced. But yeah, who am I to question the rare devs? And yeah, this level's pretty boring. I'm not even sure what I can add. Let's talk about something else so far, I suppose. There's really not that much going on the screen. Like, you know, I always wonder the way YouTube works. I mean, I'm not sure what I should do in order to get some extra views. I mean, really, I don't understand how... I guess it's not even the problem that I don't understand how YouTube works. I'm not really sure how people usually think and what they will click and what they want. I mean, at this particular moment, there is pretty popular thing, this Tony Aegis Astronomia covers in all possible styles. So YouTube keeps recommending them to me. Each one of them has a lot of views, but the thing is, I am sick of them. I'm truly sick of Astronomia covers, and the moment there's a recommendation of yet another Astronomia cover, I click don't recommend this channel to me anymore. So, you know, that's probably my problem. I really do not think the way most people think. So I'm not sure what should I do to get my views up. And really, maybe I shouldn't after all. Maybe my channel is good the way it is. I mean, I've got my couple of viewers, sometimes they even leave comments. And all in all, I feel pretty cool, so maybe I shouldn't bother with it too much. But you know, I just find it kind of funny because I understand that I'm really have a freaky brain, you know, really not the one that you know, that accepts all this modern mass culture. I really dislike it. I'm a counterculture guy. I'm not sure, yeah, this kinda sucks in its own way. It is hard to find people who can describe stuff you like with you, and at the same time, I'm not saying that I'm, you know, special or something. Actually, that's another point of mine. I believe it's really hard to be really special. If you think I'm not like the other guys, and if you're really not like the other guys, yeah, I guess I should pity you, because man, it's pretty darn hard to be alone with your interests and stuff. I know, because it's kinda hard to find people with my interests around this place. There are much more of them in the internet, but around this place, man, it's killing me sometimes. Oh yeah, finally this level is over. It couldn't be fast enough. Oh man, couldn't be fast enough, yeah. Sure, Rash is winning again. No wonder. Out you go, Rat. Boom! Here's your personal Hiroshima in a box, bitch. Touchdown, man! There you go, pig. As first on those spikes. Like in one Russian... there's one stupid Russian stuff about 2 chairs and stuff. Duh, forget about what I'm saying. I won't be able to translate it either way, so yeah, but yeah, it's kind of fun. Some kind of an inside joke, I suppose. Out you go, Rat. Should be out fixing things, not try and attack people, man. Out you go. Big Black. I'm not sure if that boss was in this game. Oh yeah, it will be. Yeah, sure, Big Black will be right now. Oh, and that pig went out face first on those spikes. Now that would be an unpleasant experience for sure. And Big Black is the boss of this level, we just hadn't come to it yet. I pretty much forgotten that the name of this guy is Big Black. Oh man, that just really cool sound sample, you know, when you when you grab his balls, it's in that high-pitched voice. I really love it for whatever reason. It's pretty brutal, but man, I can't get enough of it. It's my favorite enemy among a lot of beat-em-ups. I really love the way it goes. Oh yeah, and my second favorite enemy are those pigs, of course. The way you kick them out. Boom! Out you go. Double kick. Double kick? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I guess it's double kick. I mean, I'm should say something along the lines that he got his ass double kick, something like that. It sounds pretty bad, you know. It's one of those things that sounds better in your head. Well, whatever. And another pig goes out. That's right. Now I'm going to kill some rats. Yeah, thank you very much, Zeets, for helping us out with this. Oh, some more range guys. They're my favorite punching bags. Well, right after the balls of that vermin. Yeah, here he comes again. He probably gets some masochistic pleasure from this, and he just keeps coming back for more. You're one freaky motherfucker, but yeah. Out you go. You're welcome to come back again, though. Machine guns are pretty cool, but they do not have much of, you know, much bullets inside them, unfortunately, but they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool, so when you can get your hands on one, you definitely should. Out you go, piggy! Oink oink, fucker. Come on, Ziz, finish him off. Yeah, like that. Alright! You know that moment when that sprite shakes a little, it's amazing, that little agony moment. It's fucking cool, man. Alright, now the part I do not like, but I'm fairly good at it. Well, now, on my first playthrough, I was always in a state of a well flattened sprite, but yeah, now as you can see I'm the last man. Alright, I was the last man standing, but yeah, it was bound to happen. I hate this place. It just keeps going on and on, keeps happening, man. And that's about it. Alright, now pigs are coming in. Boom! Triple kill. Man, that was nice. Triple ass whoop and kill, man. You don't tell me that wasn't nice. It was cool, it was looking cool, it was one of the best moments of the playthrough, I'm telling ya. Fucking rats. Yeah, get a load of lead, fuckers. Unfortunately, they really do not have much bullets. And you cannot like take more with ya, unfortunately, because it's pretty cool, man. I don't know, shooting stuff with blasters, even though it's beat 'em up, moments in beat 'em ups when you can get your hands on weapons, I mean on guns, not just any kind of weapons, but guns, because close combat weapons kinda do not count. Yeah, so when you can get your hands on guns in beat 'em ups, most of the times this thing is actually surprisingly well done, and getting your hands on guns in beat 'em ups and shoot stuff is pretty satisfying, you know? Like, you can actually feel you have a huge fucking advantage by holding a weapon rather than kicking stuff. Yeah, now you've brought your friend for it, haven't ya? As I've said, you one freaky motherfucker, world-class freak, I must say. There's something wrong with you guys. You should just stay where you are, because you know what's waiting for you when you're messing with Battletoads. So you should have stayed where you are, you really should have stayed where you are. I mean, that particular guy in brown pants comes here for the third time already. What's he waiting for? I'm not sure. Alright, yeah! Here he comes, let's unload a can of whoopas on him, boys! No, Mal, maybe it won't be that easy to do. Fucker. Ah, you fat bastard. Just keeps flattening us. But yeah, it won't be for much longer. I believe he only inflates himself for like 2 times, and that's about it. And 1 time is already behind us. You won't get much. Oh man. I'm just keep messing up with those lines, can't really hit him with that stuff, with that, I'm not even sure, with that pole, I don't know, with that club. Yeah, I bet the club would be the best description for it, but well, now it's gone either way. And will there be a 3rd time he inflates himself? I believe not, I believe that's his last stage, so to say. Come on guys, up the effort! Ah, you motherfucker. Fat cunt you are. Oh no, there will be a 3rd time. Ah, you bastard. Come on, Rash, get back in the game and swarm the motherfucking rat. Alright, now this is definitely the last time we get to do... Oh, that was quick! Yeah, we probably almost got him on the second time. Alright, now everybody goes to the left. Get ready, boys! Gotta get his ass a good whooping! Alright, 1, 2... Oh man, Zitz missed it. But that was pretty cool either way. So, who won that one? Zitz again. No man, that's surprising. Zitz is pretty cool on this playthrough, and I gotta say he's the less experienced of us. We two, we are pretty cool with beat 'em ups, and Zitz is more like, you know, shoot 'em up guy or something like that, I'm not sure. No, he's not much of a shoot 'em up, he's not much of an arcade player. Yeah, that would be... just shooters. That's what he's good at, I suppose. He's even bad at strategies, and Rash is pretty cool at strategies as well. And I, well, you know my stuff, I'm usually the driver, I'm good at racing games. And well, here comes the last level. In my opinion, it's pretty boring, but not as boring as the one where you gotta fly with jetpacks. It's one pretty action-packed, as usually... Not as usually, but probably that's because I just like shoot stuff, and they haven't give us any blasters on that level with jetpacks. Oh boy, flamethrower! No, more than shoot stuff, I actually like burn stuff. Man, I do love flamethrowers in games. I mean, yeah, I'm probably a little bit of a pyromaniac. Not sure if I've ever mentioned it in one of my previous videos, but I do like flamethrowers. Was it George Carlin who made that joke about a flamethrower? I just want to say that if there ever was a guy who once thought that, gee, I would like to set that guy over there on fire, that was fucking amazing thought. That guy was probably a genius, because it's sure damn fun to set people over there on fire. I mean, I haven't really tried, but the way it looks in the movies and the way it looks on the screen in games like, I don't know, Fallout and, well, pretty much almost any game where you have a flamethrower, it really looks freaking amazing setting stuff on fire. I mean, living creatures usually even has a special animations specifically for one weapon named flamethrower. I mean, just one weapon requires devs to create a whole lot of special stuff, special animation, special voiceover, because it's a flamethrower and you're setting people on fire, and yeah, people usually react quite in a special way when you're setting them on fire. Oh man, all in all, I do fucking love flamethrowers. I don't know why. I really enjoy it. I do not show this video to everyone to anyone who wants to, you know, blame violence on video games, because they will definitely put something out like video games with flamethrowers make pyromaniacs out of people. No, that's not true. I'm pyromanic a little bit, but that's not because of the video games. I just like the fire, honestly. I just like the fire, you know? Fire is amazing. Flamethrower is twice as amazing. That's about it. I mean, back when I was a kid, one of my favorite activities was to watch old green plastic soldiers smelting into a pool of burnt plastic. Yeah, so yeah, I was one of those kids who liked to set those soldiers on fire, and that was freaking amazing. They really smelted in a cool way. I probably should buy myself a pack of plastic soldiers just to burn them down, and to, you know, remember good old days, 90s and stuff. That was cool, man. Since that moment I like flamethrowers. Hey, maybe that's actually you should give to those people who want to blame violence and people and some stuff, you know. Imagine that, you know, green army soldiers promote violence in children and stuff. Maybe you will actually able to find something like that in one of the old newspapers. I mean, maybe you will be actually find a headline like that. If you do search for it, of course. I'm not sure, but that sounds like a cool little idea. Maybe we should actually search for that. Maybe I should actually search for that, you know, just for the kicks of it. I mean, back in the 50s, people actually blamed comic books for the violence and stuff. I mean, that's how Silver Age for the comic books and for the comic authority association or something like that came to be. What, that comic authority association? Something like that. Just Google Silver Age of comic books, that censorship of all the comic books in 50s and all that story. Now, when the comic books kind of risen up again, people started to blame violence on video games. So yeah, story just repeats itself. In the future, we will definitely blame violence on something else. People just never able to accept that the problem is maybe in the imperfections of our society, or maybe in the imperfections of humans. And you know, the society may be pretty good, but some humans might think it is imperfect, and you know, it's their opinion, and but there is where violence comes from, because you know. Well, I hope you get my train of thoughts. The violence comes not from the comic books or video games. This stuff are just every comic book, every video game, every movie is in some way a reflection of the society society around us and the way the people react to certain circumstances. Even if these are just toads, this is a game created by humans, so the toads are pretty much humanized, and it's not that hard to, you know, to understand that this is in fact a reflection of our society and a reflection of wars in some way, even though it is pretty much, you know, pretty, I don't know how to say, pretty stylized, yeah. It's still a reflection. Still, some part of our society is in this game. There are weapons, there are stuff, there are blood, and you know, punching the the rats' balls. It's all, everything is a reflection of our society, and yeah, that's the way it is. That's just the way it is. I'm not really sure. I'm not really ready to explain all this stuff on English. I'd much better with it when I talk in Russian, but yeah, thing is that after all, as I've already said, video games, books, movies, it's just a reflection of our society and the thing that is actually of society and the people living in it. So the thing that is actually the core of violence is in the society itself, in the society and the people who lives in it. It's imperfections of society, imperfections of people, and maybe just people think that some stuff is imperfect, and maybe rightfully, maybe not, but that's the core of violence. And yeah, damn, with the movie Joker came out not that long time ago, I've probably said the word society way too many times. Pretty darn good movie, and by the way, that's just another one that people just like to blame the violence upon. No, it is not. That movie is definitely not the reason for that violence. And that's how we defeated the final boss. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back, baby! That's the end of the game. My dialogue once again, well, monologue, commentary, once again drifted somewhere, but I guess it was inevitable. So, right now, all that's left is the final couple of screens and then the credits, and after the credit there will be some extra screens which only show up when you beat the kill count, which is 800 for the first place. and it is pretty much impossible to beat the kill count when you play with your friends, well, with 2 friends, unless you will let one of the friends to kill everything and everyone on the level, because yeah, you pretty much got to beat 800, and as you can see, the best you can do on the playthrough with 2 friends is 400 at best. So yeah, it's pretty much impossible. But there's only extra screen when you beat the time, and the time is around 15 minutes, and we get 47 minutes on this playthrough. Well, yeah, on the playthrough that the final level came from, at least. Yeah, as I've said, there are several playthroughs in this video. So after the credits we will get an extra screen for every for every toad, because yeah, there are 3 of us and every one of us actually beat the timer. And while the kill count is hard to beat when you're playing with 2 other players, the timer is actually, I believe, easier to beat when you're playing with your friends, because to beat the timer alone, no, that's much harder because you got more enemies to kill. I'm not sure if there's different amount of enemies for different amount of players. Never bothered to take at least a little bit careful look on that one, but yeah, that's just by my opinion. My opinion that it is easier to beat the timer when there are 3 of us. Oh yeah, before the final screens you got to enter your name. Oh, Resh missed his favorite name. His favorite name is S. Everywhere he goes in beat 'em up, he enters S. Well, and yeah, here is the kill count. So yeah, extra screens are coming now. Resh messed up again, and I just decided not to bother. Whatever. Thanks for being with me, cats. Hope you liked it. Good luck.